Okay. So first thing, create an app, call it project management app. Okay. So let's quickly create an app. Uh, you should go from the setup menu, cancel it, close it, go from the setup menu, because that's a better way of creating it. Yeah, there is a quick fix to that, but I would suggest you go to from the setup menu. And that app should have only one tab, which is called home tab as of now. All right. So while you're creating the app, make sure that you're just creating one tab for that, which is the home tab. Only home tab we need there. That's absolutely fine. Cool. Now we I need three objects into this, right? I have thought of the different databases or different database tables that I need in this, right? So first object that I need is a project object. So let's have a project object quickly. Hey, Abid, just hold on for a minute. 1 minute, huh? Just hold on. Shanmukhi has just joined, so I'll just take her also on the face. Hey, Shanmukhi, hi. You can hear me?
Hi, Jit.
Hi, Shanmukhi.
Yeah,
Okay. So Shanmukhi, the other day we were just discussing about creating the objects and apps. Remember?
yeah, correct.
Yeah. Okay. So we are just going. Today we are just doing quick activity on creating a complete app. All right, and we will be doing a few customizations inside that app. All right. So
Okay.
you just need to quickly create a project management app. Okay. Create an app, call it project management app. Log in into your developer edition and create
Yeah.
a app, call it project management app. All right.
Sure, Jit.
Just do that and let me know quickly so that we can do the next step. We just started and we have Abid has just created the project management app. I want you also to create that.
Yeah, yeah, we'll do in a second.
Yeah, sure, sure. Take your time. And in that app, I just want one tab to be visible. That will be the home tab, as you can see on the screen, on the shared screen. I just want one tab on that app, which will be the home tab. Shanmukhi, are you done creating the app? Set up, create app, project management. Right, let's move on to the next activity. So next thing that we need to do is we need to create the database in which we will be.
Basically, what I did was I have created an app,
Mhm.
and when I went to that app, I have seen couple of other tabs too. So I don't know. I went to manage apps and
Which all tabs you can see there?
um, like some dashboards.
Okay.
Anyhow, I have taken them all out through manage apps in administer.
Yeah, we can do that. So we will see, how we can actually, remove those tabs from there. Let it be there at this point of time. Home tab is there,
Yeah,
and
right
there are,
now
couple of
I
other
have.
tabs also, right? So let them be
Yeah,
there.
right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, get.
Okay, let them be there. We will remove those tabs. Okay, so first of all, let's create the database for this app now. Project management app, what I need to do is first of all, I will need to track all my projects. Okay, so I am actually gonna track all my projects inside this app using this app. So what I need to do is I need to create an object called project. All right. So let's go quickly and create an object called projects. So just go to setup, create object. Let's quickly create it. Setup, create objects, new custom object, call it project. All right. And just before you save the project thing, just hold on there for a minute on that screen. Okay. Just hold on it on the screen for a minute. Just go to setup, create object, new custom object. All right. Now, for the project, which I'm gonna, create the project table, which I'm gonna create for that, I don't want to have a column called name because putting, giving a unique name to every project is a difficult thing for me, right? So what I basically want to do is I just want to give an auto-generated ID for all the projects, which should be something like this: project 001. You can see it in the chat window. Okay, so I want this format to be followed, and all my projects should automatically get this ID. All right. So for that, what I'll have to do is you just have to scroll down on this same screen, new custom object where you're creating. Just scroll down a little. No, object name you don't have to change. That's the name of the object. I'm talking about the field. By default, when we create an object, there's a field called name which is created, right? Instead of project name, make it project ID space project space ID, not project 001. Project ID space ID. Yeah. And the data type will be auto number. Okay, because I want the numbers to be automatically generated. Clear? So earlier it was text. If it is text, then what happens? You always have to enter the value. Now it is auto number, it will be automatically generated. All right. Now in display format, all that you have to do is you just have to write this project, take it from the chat window and put it in the display format. Right. So that will be the display format. So this auto number, automatically generated number, will be within those curly brackets. All right, 001, 002, 003. That ways, it will keep on increasing, and it will go up till 999, or 3 digits, right? So I'm pretty okay with that format. All right. Starting number will be 1. I want to start my project numbering from 1. So starting number should be 1. That's it. Make starting number equals 1. That's it. No, only one, only one. You don't have to write anything. Just make it 1. Okay, so it will automatically do it 001, 002, and project part, whatever is outside that curly bracket is fixed, means static. So every record will have that. So that's it. You just have to save it. So my object is ready. Okay. Anywhere you get stuck, just let me know. I'm in Shanmukhi because I'm looking into Abid's screen at this point of time. So if you get stuck anywhere, please let me know. Huh? Just save the object. So my object for tracking projects is ready, but right now it just has one field, which is the project ID and which is auto number. I need more fields. I need another field here, which is start date. So let's create one more custom field for this project object, call it start date. Let's quickly create it. Start date. Can you quickly do that? So let's create a field called start date. What is the data type for that field? Date, right? Quickly create this, finish it. Just go to next, 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 and finish it off. So start date field is done, right? Okay. Now I need one more field here called end date. Can you just quickly put it? One more field called end date. Save it. Okay. So we have the start date and end date fields ready. All right, cool. Now we'll create a tab so that I can display this object. So my object is almost ready. Let's say, my object is ready. I am not willing to put any more fields here. I will just create a tab so that I can put that tab in the project management app. All right. So all that we have to do is go to setup, create tabs this time. Okay, and create a tab for the project object. Go to setup, create tabs, click on custom object tabs, new custom object tab, and create it for the project object. Right, just go to next, create that. Done. So our project, object is ready, and I also see that as a tab. Shanmukhi, okay with you? Please let me know yes or no in the chat window. Or yep, great. All right. So now comes my second object, which is client. Okay, I have another object which is called client. So let's quickly create the second object. Go to setup, create object. This time it will be easy. This will be faster. I need to create my second object, which is called client. And for this client object, I want to create a few fields. Now, client will not be an auto number. This I want as text. Don't make it an auto number. Let it be client name, because my client will have a name, definite name, right? So change it to client name. Don't make it client ID. Where you have made it ID, change it to client name. Yeah, that's correct. All right. So depending on the requirement, you will select an auto number or a name. Your client will have a definite name. Like if IBM is a client, I need to store name of IBM. If Wipro is a client, I'll have to type Wipro. That I cannot manage with the auto number, right? Just save that. For client, I need the following fields. The fields that I need is website of the client, city, which will be a pick list, and country. Which will again be a pick list. All right, so I need three fields here for the client. Name is already there. What's the problem? Must include sequence number, related field name, display format. Just scroll up. Just scroll up, scroll up. Okay. Must include sequence number substitution variable related field name, display format. Save it now. Let me change it. Click on save. Okay, cancel it, create it, again. Cancel it, create it again. Okay. Yeah, website should be URL type. Correct. Website should be URL and Okay, website should be URL, says city should be pick list, and country should be pick list, right? So I just want you to put two, three options in the city and two, three options in the country. So maybe in the country you give option as, for country you give option as India and USA, for or whatever countries you want. For city you give option of two cities from each country. All right, let's quickly have these three fields. Country and city, two fields I need. Make sure you are including some cities from the countries that you have mentioned there. Okay, so while you create the say pick list for city, you mention some cities there from the countries that you have mentioned. Okay, so I have included three fields here: website, city, and country. Right? Everyone is done with that. Let's quickly create a tab and make this available under the project management app. So so the second object is also ready. So let's quickly create a tab and make this available in under the project management app. Done. So I have both these tabs available, which means my app is now connected to both the tables in the backend, right? Correct. Shanmukhi, what is the status? Have you done creating the tab? Shanmukhi, quick yes or no? Add fields to the tab. Okay, I'll make you the presenter. Let me see where you are stuck. Why are you adding fields to the tab? Tab is just the button, na? You have to add the fields to the object. What is this? Tab style save. Okay. Projects tab you have created. Save it. It's already there. Now go to tabs again. No, don't go to this. Okay. Go to setup, create tabs. You have to create one more tab. Click on new. Yeah. And under object, you select the one that you just created, client. Right. Select a different tab style. Any one of those. And just go to next. That's it. Correct? Cool. Just keep on clicking next, next, and save it. Okay, cool. So my app is ready, and my app has got the buttons to connect to the two different database tables. One is projects, one is clients. Okay, so in the clients I can track all my clients, and in projects I can track all my projects. I need to do a bit of customization here. I need to do a bit of modification here. First thing that I need to do here is uh, you know click on the city while you are entering. Go to the clients tab and try to create a new client. On that, once you click on that city drop down, just click on the city drop down and see what all options you see there. Abid, can you please do that? Oh, sorry, it's Shanmukhi, right? I'll make Abid again presenter. Yeah. So let's go to the new client option and click on the city drop down. Can you just click on the drop down of city? What all cities you see? Oh, all the cities. Fine. Now select any of the countries. Just keep city as none and select any of the countries. Let's say select Pakistan. Click on city now. It still shows me all the cities, which is what I do not want. I want, if I select a particular country, I just should be able to see the cities from that country. All right, that's what my requirement is. Okay, I want my app to have that functionality that if a country is selected, only the cities which belong to that particular country should be available in my drop down. Clear? So for that, what we will need to do is we will just need to include a field dependency. Fine, there's a terminology called field dependency. I'll need to make my city field dependent on the country field. So once someone selects a country, based on the country, the cities will be available in the dropdown, right? So to do that, we just need to go to setup, create objects. Just go there, setup, create objects. Edit the client object because it's to be done on the client object. Not don't click on the edit button. Go back and click on the client, the name of the object. Click on the clients. Okay, click on the name of the object. If you click on edit again, it will show you the metadata. Click on the name of the object. Once you click on this, you will get to see the fields and everything. Alright, so this is where you should be. Scroll down a little and just go to where you create a new custom field. Beside that, do you see something called a field dependency? Beside the new button, do you see field dependencies? Field dependencies. See a button called field dependencies? Great. So we just need to go to the field dependencies, click on new, and here we have to define the dependency, which is the controlling field and which is the dependent field. Define that and click on continue. So country is the controlling field and city is going to be the dependent field. That's it, pretty simple logic. And you have to then you just get to see an interface. No, don't click on save, cancel. Abid, a little slow. See the screen also. Fine. What is mentioned, try to follow that. Okay. So the moment I make country as a controlling field and I make city as dependent field, the next thing that I have to do is I have to supply the values also. Which field, which values of city will belong to which country. So you'll have to do that. Okay. So what you need to do is press control and include the values. Done. So two values have been included under first country. Shanmukhi, are you following? Please let me know if you are stuck somewhere or you need any help anywhere. So got it. So you come to the screen and this is where you have to define which all items should appear under which value of the controlling field. All right. So this can be for anything like if you're creating. Let's say in the project object, let's say I am a company and I manufacture laptops and mobile phones and other gadgets, and I just want to have a type of the product and then the subtype of the product, then the model number. Now definitely the model number should depend on which product I've chosen. If I've chosen a mobile, and if I've chosen a genre of the mobile, then only the model numbers which belong to that particular category should be visible to me, right? So there's something which is very useful. All right. So we just took a simple example of country and city, which is again very useful. And then click on save. That's it. All that you have to do is we just have to click on save and job is done. All right. Now try to select a city without selecting a country. It will throw you. It will say that okay. First of all, you need to select the country. Field dependency concept is working fine. Looks like it's working okay for Abid. Shanmukhi, I hope it's working fine for you as well. If not, just let me know. Working. Cool. Now the next thing that I need to do is I also need to have one more thing. Okay, so let's create a dummy client. Call it IBM Limited. Create a dummy client called IBM Limited. Just make an entry IBM Limited. So how will you do that? Go to the clients tab, click on new and add the client IBM Limited. Let's quickly add this dummy client sample data. Okay, now I'll create a project. Okay, now I want to create a project. Let's go to go to the projects tab and create a project. Click on new. Okay, so for my project I just have the start date and end date of the project, and project ID will be automatically generated, right? The only thing that I want to do here is that I also want to make sure that my project is associated to one of the clients that I have there in my system. Now start date end date of the project will not let me understand who is the actual client, from which client did I get this project. Got it? So that's my other requirement. That's the requirement number 2 that I have here. I need to connect this project to one of the existing clients in my client's object. All right, because otherwise where will I send the bill once I've completed the project? I need to understand who is the actual client for whom I am doing this project, right? So for this we just need to create a relationship between project and client. Okay, that's a very simple concept. I have to relate these two objects. All right, to relate these two objects, first thing that you have to do is, before you can create any relationship in any database, not just in Salesforce but anywhere in the world, if you're creating a database relationship between two objects, first thing that you have to think of is which of these objects is the parent. Out of them, one is parent, one is child. What do you think? Which one is parent and which one is child? Which one is parent out of these two? Type it in the chat window. Which is the parent? Shanmukhi says client is a parent. Okay. Abid, do you agree? Client is a parent? Abid says project is parent. All right. Abid, why do you think project is parent? You can unmute your microphone and speak if you want. Why do you think project is parent? What is the logic? It can be correct also. I'm just asking what is the logic. Which is parent out of client and project? Which is parent? And how do we decide on that? What is the logic of deciding? Okay, Abid says okay, client is parent. Yeah. So if both of you are thinking client is parent, let's consider client as parent, and there is a very simple logic. One client can give us multiple projects. Yeah. So from one client I can have multiple projects. So under one parent I can have multiple children. But from one project will definitely not come from multiple clients in normal scenario. Okay, so we are talking about normal scenario. So here this is a parent child relationship between client and project, where client is parent and project is the child, right? So once you have decided or once you understand which is the parent and which is the child, your job is very simple. All that you have to do is you just have to go and create a relationship field on the child object. What do we need to do? We need to create a relationship field on the child object. So how do we create a relationship? To create a relationship field, you have to go and create a relationship field. There's a data type called relationship that needs to be created on the child object. So in this case, on which object should we create that? In this case, which object should we create the relationship? Anyone in the chat window? Please let me know. Should I create a relationship field on the client or on the project? On the project, because that's child. Great. Correct. All right. So let's go and go to setup, create objects, go to the project object, create a field called relationship field. You can name it client. So you just have to go and create a new custom field. Data type in this case should be lookup relationship. Lookup relationship. So data type you should pick as lookup relationship. There's another relationship which is master detail relationship, but we'll talk about master detail later. So just straight away go and check the lookup relationship data type and create the field. Related to which object? They should relate this object to client object. Correct. Go to next. Give it a name. You can call it the client only. You can give the name of the field as well. Client. Call that client. That's fine. That's it. Now you can connect it to any of the client record that you have. That's it. Shanmukhi, okay with you? Is it working? Great. So we have created a small app, right, where I can track my projects and where I can track my clients and I can connect my projects with the clients, and I also have an option of entering the details of the client, and I have created a field dependency also. Okay, there's one question which comes from Shanmukhi. What if there are multiple projects and clients? Multiple projects and clients means one project comes from multiple clients.
Suppose there are two projects and project two. I want to assign client one to project two.
So create one more project. Just go to setup, create, sorry, not setup, create. Go to the projects tab, click on new, create project two, and select the same client. You can do that.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
So I can have multiple projects from the same client also, no problem. All right. So that's what we had to discuss today.